Jai Hind, guys. Today, what happened? I got an invite from the Tata dealership in Shillong. They are unveiling the facelifted Ultras model out here in Shillong. So, I'm going there to cover that event and to have a look at the Ultras facelift, in flesh. So, just before going there, I was just wondering, is it worth a visit? Because the most hot selling car in the Indian market is the so-called SUVs. Those are not SUVs, but pseudo SUVs, like the Tata Nexon and XUV 3XO, Brezza, Venue, blah blah blah. Fronx also they call it an SUV.
What?
Now, whether it really matters compared to hatchbacks, does it really matter in the Indian market? You'll be surprised to know that it does. It does matter a lot because if you look at the data uh, of the top 10 sold cars in the month of May 2025, out of 10, there are pure 3 compact hatchbacks. Okay, so number one is Maruti Suzuki Swift. So it features at serial number 6, and it has sold more than 14,000 units in 1 month. Wow. Followed by Wagoner, again Maruti's product. It has sold close to 14,000, 13,900 something. And then there are 2 cars which I would term them as crossovers, which is basically a hatchback, but which has been given some vitamin injection to look like an SUV, and they're selling. So one is the Maruti Suzuki Fronx. It features in serial number 8 of the top 10 cars. Wow! And Tata Punch. Now Tata Punch, they call it an urban SUV. It's not an SUV. It's basically a tall boy car, which is having a good ground clearance, and it's basically a compact hatchback only, right? And because of the muscular features it has got and the good ground clearance, this one is being sold as an SUV. So this Punch has sold about 13,133 units, while Fronx has sold 13,500 plus numbers in the month of May. And I remember Maruti Fronx, it topped the list in the month of February, wherein it sold more than 21,000 units. So, Fronx is a crossover, you can say, it is the correct word, but it is based on Baleno. So, Baleno is a hatchback. Okay, so you can see that hatchbacks still have a role to play in Indian market. Now, why hatchbacks are important? Hatchback cars are a little bit neglected lot, I would imagine, in the Indian market because they offer a lot of value for money to the buyer, and they give a lot of features, and they come very coupled with a very pliant ride because of the lesser ground clearance, and they give a very nice smooth driving experience, especially on the highway. So it is much cheaper cost compared to the so-called compact or subcompact SUV in the market. You get most of the features, almost all features, except that you are not sitting very high on the ground. But it offers a good value for money. Like Swift is selling is very good number. Okay, Ertiga is selling. Ertiga is also a longer hatchback only. Let me go there and we'll find out, and I'll let you know if the facelifted Ultras by Tata can it cause some ripples in the sales front and challenge the market leader Baleno, or for that matter, the Hyundai's i20. Both are fantastic cars. I'm not saying they're bad cars, but whether Ultras will be able to compete with them. Stay tuned, you'll have a look. Let's go.
So once again, may I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here with us. I know every day is always, every day is a busy day for each and every one of you and for us as well. But thank you to you for making this day a special one, for sparing your valuable time with us. Thank you so much. It makes this event a very special one. As the card itself says, New Tata Altos feels special. So, Pak Kasiro Banam Publish Body Kibaro, Ibaladan Lakni, Nadu ki finances, Nadu ki media partner Jungi, Ibadan Hasanda, Bati, Napo, Bati CTV, Napo, Maupor, Bati Kuide, Mafiladan Kapaniman Kapor, Dailing Bar Jungi, Bagila Banpoi, Ikubor Jungi, Shiki Prolog Jungi, Shiki Quick, Bomdan Kapani, Ibaqua Bandan, Bental, Having launch Jungi, Yakalitumai Jungi. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. May this day will prosper from today and days onward. May you also grow in life personally, professionally, and in everything you do. Thank you and God bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, the Ultras has been unveiled in Shillong, and the beauty is in front of me. See, now you must have gone through many walk around videos of Ultras by the celebrated YouTubers. So I'll not take you through a detailed walk around of Ultras, but I will tell you the salient features of Ultras facelifted and how does it cover. Now, if you want to compare the old Ultras, this is a base model of the old Ultras. So if you see the grille and the grille out here, you have just seen. So there is a lot of change in the grille design, and it comes beautifully. The one thing that I liked about the facelifted version, the front design is really very sporty and sexy, and most importantly, unlike other brands, they have not given this tube light. So these two DRLs are not connected by a DRL, which makes it look good, better. Otherwise, all other cars look very similar. So interested customers out here already having a good look at the car. But the rear view of the Ultras has gone through a change. There is an updated bumper which is beautiful, and the tail lamp has got a connected tail light, and the tail lamps also have gone through a change. It looks very modern and classy, and this is a connected DRL, though you get it only in the top models, not in the base model or the second base model. So these are the subtle changes in design which makes it look beautiful. The interior, if you look at the door panel, the first thing that you notice is the door opens exactly 90 degrees to the body. So how does it help? It helps a lot of ways, because if you are wearing a traditional attire with your family members wearing sari and your elderly persons, or you are wearing a dhoti or kurta pajama, it is very easy to get in the vehicle and get out of the vehicle. And you can see the seat upholstery is fabric, and the most important thing, what they have given is a extended base for the thigh support. So you will be feeling like a sofa-like experience, and this has been scooped out inside, and it has got a armrest also with two cup holders, got two adjustable headrests, and also Isofix child seats. So this is a very good touch, but the shade of the fabric seat cover is beige, so it will be little tough or difficult to maintain it properly. So you need to be very careful. Come to the driver's side door. Now it has got a padded armrest, and in the driver's side you've got the window controls, etc., and the typical ones, the power beam control. So as you sit here, this has got an auto start stop function, and the steering is the typical Tata steering with a buttons to control your music and audio, and also for the cruise control out here. So this is not the top model, this is the second top model. So you will see the digital cluster out here is not the one which has got the connectivity for the map. I just sat in the rear seat of the Altroz, and it's very comfy. And I am, for your reference, I am 5 feet 6 inches tall, and you can see that I've got a little headroom. But anyone who is about 6 feet tall and above will have to bear in mind that he will brush his head with the roof. This is one thing. Now, since I'm sitting in the rear seat and the rear seats are scooped out, I just got an additional thigh support out here in the back. So this gives plenty of thigh support, and you sit very comfortably. But strictly speaking, this is a 4-seater, so only 2 persons will be comfortably sitting out here. So if you see the dashboard looks premium. It is pretty good. There are very nice use of shades and textures in the dashboard. It has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, but it doesn't look odd like the one you see in Maruti cars, which I'm very, very sorry to tell you, but I'm not a fan of Maruti cars when it comes to dashboard design. The central tunnel, it has got a front armrest and cup holders, a manual handbrake. This is a manual petrol model, so it's for mobile wireless charging, and this is the AC unit. So let me put the start button on, so you can see the instrument cluster coming to life. Now this is a part digital and part analog, and looks okay, but I prefer for a change the digital cluster of Maruti cars. These are more clean, and we have got a 10.25-inch instrument cluster, a beautiful ambient lighting across the board of the dash, and then the AC unit control, and it has got 2 toggles for fan speed and the temperature control. Other things are all touch controls out here. So you have got a 360-degree camera too. So as soon as you press it, so you get the 360-degree camera, the resolution of which is very nice. So beautiful, well done, Tata. The dash looks good given the price range in which the vehicle comes. And you've got a smart touch out here to open the box, and you've got ample space out here, and you can see a peacock out here, a peacock, which is very nice touch. This is the national bird of India, so you've got a compartment also. You can keep a lot of stuff out there. So the glove box are really good. And if we come to the AC vents, so this looks pretty solid also, pretty solid. So this is very nice. So you can have a 3D view of your car if you with the press of a button. So very nice. This lifted Altroz works out to be. To me, there has been some significant upgrade in terms of cabin experience, especially the seat. But at the same time, in the top models, Tata has provided with a beige seat cover. It will be a little difficult for the owner to maintain it. And from the second base model, you get LED setup out here, and that looks beautiful out here. And it comes also with a fog lamp, and the fog lamp housing is very smart. So these are the subtle changes which has been done. The front grille fascia and the interior seats with an extra cushion, the flush door handle, and the 360-degree camera. The tire comes with a alloy in this particular trim. So these are all good. Only if Tata had provided the Altroz with a turbo petrol engine. Now currently this Altroz comes with a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder petrol engine, and also it has got a CNG variant. Now the petrol engine produces 88 bhp of power and 137 Newton meter of torque. So This engine does duty in Tiago as well as in the Punch, so it may not be very punchy, but for a day-to-day use, city life, this is enough. Fantastic is it. Now Tata has played very smartly. It has given automatic in both AMT as well as DCA. But for DCA, you need to buy the topmost model. There is a fearless version, and for the lower models, you get the AMT. So these are the takeaways from Tata cars, and it just comes. Top model comes with the 8-speaker Harman speaker system, which produces fantastic sound, and the boot space. You can have a look at it. It is very deep. You can see. Out here. So, but it has got a pretty decent storage volume. So the figures will be running in your screen. Will it be able to give a tough fight to the market leader like Baleno or i20? See, it has got all the features available. This comes very feature rich. Neither Baleno nor i20 can compete with it as far as the features are concerned, but I would imagine a turbo petrol engine would have come handy for the Ultras. And by the way, it also comes in diesel, so that way if your running is a little high, about 1500 to 2000 kilometers per month, then you can safely go for the diesel, and this is the best car that can be had in diesel, which produces 90 PS of power and 200 Newton meter of torque. So with that few words, I'm thanking the Frank Motors dealership for inviting me. I'm signing off. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, so hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and also hit that bell icon. Bye bye. Love you.